Good afternoon, everybody. Missy cooking and more. Ooh, sunglasses. All right, all right. I'm sorry, I didn't realize that. I looked on my list. I don't remember seeing those there, but hey, no, you go watch who you want to watch. You don't have to watch this. Believe me, I understand, Jen. No worries whatsoever. This is a chill. My channel is chill. Very chill. So I got my homemade iced tea with a little pomegranate powder mix in there. So it's as chill as it gets here. Hey, Ninja Turtle's here. Debbie Sue is here. Tiffany's here. Missy's here with her sunglasses. Bunch of little things happening today. So we're gonna get right to it. I know I'm a little early. Natty, how you doing? Buongiorno. I don't speak German. Come on. Creating with love. Excuse me. It's been a busy morning. I've been up since 4 o'clock, working on stuff, doing my YouTube daily routine stuff. Can everybody hear me okay, I hope? Hey, Grant. Can you give me a thumbs up if you can hear me? Just want to make sure. Okay, good. Can you guys just give me 1 second? Because it's hot in here. I'm going to go turn my AC on, and I'll be right back. So bear with me. Forgive me. Everybody, I was lying. I didn't go turn the AC on. It is warm, but it's not AC. It is dun da da da. Woohoo! So, anyways, got my shirt. I didn't do anything on the back. I just got the things on the front. Thank you, blonde traveling gypsy. Oh, let's see. Hey, Queen. Oh, Jacob wants me to pant like a dog. Jake, I'm gonna pass on that, I think. If somebody wants to, he can hang out as long as he doesn't get too carried away. I don't care. But if somebody wants to boot him, feel more than. But anyways, I did get these today. These were 2 weeks late. The people were not very. I mean, they were friendly when I was paying them 3-4 weeks ago. They were all about, hey. Well, we want your business. We'll do online stuff with you, and oh yeah, they'll love it, and we'll have a really, we have a good reputation, and that turned out to be a lie. The DNA test, like on what show was that, Maury Povich? That turned out to be a lie. They were not helpful at all. It was sad. I feel bad for them because I want to help a mom and pop shop. They didn't contact me when it was late. I had to contact them. They said it'd be ready next week. They emailed me a couple days and said it'll be ready by Friday. I go up Friday like 1. They said it's not ready yet. It'll probably be next week. So I have to drive 30 miles to get there. So it's not like I just get in my car and drive a mile. I try to call them. I try to email them. They won't get back. So I just showed up cold call the other day to see what was going on. Anyways, I have them. I like the quality. It's a really nice shirt. It's soft, but it's strong. So I have the manufacturer of the shirt. I can use that when I go to order from somebody else. It was supposed to be vinyl because I wanted to see what the vinyl was like, because on white you can see the colors popping. See all the colors, how it looks like on the internet when I post a community post with the Okies Eden. Very vibrant, colorful vegetables and stuff. And that's what I wanted, because I wanted to catch people's eyes. So this was all supposed to be vinyl. Well, and that's what the order said. I didn't say nothing because I wanted sublimation, but I knew sublimation on darker colors isn't as vibrant. So they sublimated this, where they basically impregnated the colors into the shirt and into the hat. So I'm fine with it being sublimated. I wasn't going to complain because I wasn't going to wait 4 more weeks for vinyl shirts. But I like the sublimation better because it'll hold it better in the wash, and you don't feel it. You know, it's impregnated in the shirt. So I really like that. I think it's pretty cool. But like I said, then I went up there this morning. They told me it was ready. They emailed me finally. They said I could come up today and get it. So I waited till 10 o'clock to go. I got up there at 9:30. I left to go. They open at 9. They said it was ready. I get up there, and it's about 10 o'clock, and they said, they had a note on the door. As soon as I pull in, I see this white note on the door, and I'm like, this is just getting really old, you know? This is the 3rd time I've had to come up here now for 2 shirts and 2 hats. And they had a note on the door, be back around 10:30-ish. So I'm like, well, 10:30-ish could be 10:25, could be 10:45, 10:55-ish, you know? So that leads me to the other part of my story. I said, you know what? I have to go to Harbor Freight anyways. Hey, Tracy. Tracy. Tracy's really cool. You guys got to check out Tracy sometime. Her and Shelly are good friends. So I said, you know what? I'm Okie. I'm in Oklahoma. I'm in Ardmore. I'll go to Harbor Freight and Tractor Supply and just kind of mosey on around with my bad self. You know, I was on the mean streets of Ardmore looking for trouble, and it's not hard to find trouble when you're Okie. But anyways, I decided I'll go to Taco Bell. So, you know, it's already compounding bad choices. And you're not going to believe this. I got 3 things. I got a taco, the Crunch Wrap, and that grilled cheese beef burrito or something. No soda, no nothing. 3 items, because I had a soda in the car, because I'm not paying $4 for sodas anymore. $21. So I asked the girl, did you put something in wrong? Because there's no way these 3 items are $21. And she goes, no, it's $21. I'm like, okay. Paid her. And I texted my wife, I said, I'm figuring, you know, 10, 12 bucks. But yeah, I understand, yeah, Natty, I understand the inflation thing, but like I've said before, my point is, number one, they use inferior ingredients now, most of the restaurants do, but then they jack the price. You can't have it both ways. You either got to give me the same quality. If you give me the same quality, I don't mind paying a little extra, but if it's going to taste like garbage, which today it kind of did, and I know it's not because of the flavor of the food, it was because I was mad at $21. $15, my goodness. $15. So that's it. No more fast food. I'm done. I'm not, you know, every once in a while I'll stop in and get maybe the $4 little biscuit and egg thing, but I'm not buying their sodas. I'm not buying their French fries. Every time we've gotten French fries lately from any of the chains, they're limp. They feel really oily. They didn't crisp them up. They just threw them in and took them back out or left them under a light. But I mean, I love Taco Bell. I mean, I'll tell you what, I will buzzsaw through Taco Bell like nobody's business. And we don't eat out a lot foraging. It's just I was up there, and I'd been all morning going at it. And then I pulled around into the lot for the shirt and the hat, And, oh, hold on. Before I finish that, we had a thing the other day. There was some people I forget where it was at, but it was one of the lives. But people were talking about Valentine's Day, and some people get upset if, my wife and I don't celebrate Valentine's Day. We focus on our kids and grandkids. We've talked about this. We've done this for years. She even brings it up. Do we need to give each other gifts anymore? We get cards for each other, but we get gifts for each other. My wife and I have been married, going to be 37 years in September. We've known each other since we were 12 years old. We have a really good relationship. We have a great relationship with our kids and grandkids. My wife will come home from work. She'll see something in a store and thinks this is something that Jason would like. So she'll come home with a bag and walk over and just say, hey, I got you a present. She gives it to me. So we don't celebrate a lot of those, the Mother's Day, Father's Day. The kids do it for them. I wish, we do stuff for them for their Mother's and Father's Day, but we're 60 years old. I don't want my kids buying, we have 3 grandkids. I always tell them, please, use it on your kids. And they still get us stuff, and that's fine. I don't mind that, but I just want them to know, you don't have to. But my wife and I constantly, if I'm shopping, she likes those sweet tart. You ever see the big, the sweet tart lollipops? They're like that. They're like the, what do you call them? The Smarties. Only they're a big lollipop. She loves those. 2 for $1. So if I'm out sometime and I see them, she loves those. You get her 10 of those, and she's good for 2 weeks. She'll have one while she's watching TV or something. And that's one of her best things. Or she get the little Snickers snackers. She loves a couple of those every once in a while. And that we do that for each other all the time. So if she sees a shirt online that she knows that she thinks it's a funny saying, she'll come home with a shirt for me. And that's just what we do for each other. So that was my comment that, not everybody does the Valentine's Day thing. A lot of people do. And it's different strokes, different folks. If you want to celebrate Valentine's Day, I think it's great, to take the one day to do something special with each other, blah, blah, blah. But I like to let people know that there's also people out there that have a relationship like me and my wife where she sees something I want, she gets it for me. She knows I'm going to like it. Or if I see something she likes, we get it. We had a perfectly good truck. And we were talking about getting a different one. And then we were talking about it, and we just kind of let it slide for a little bit, and we kind of forgot about it. Then just the one day we were out and about, and I said, you know what? You keep talking, you wanted a truck. Dealership's right up there. We got a letter in the mail that we got a really good trade-in value for this. Why don't we just get you your truck? And so we did. We went right in, we signed the papers, traded it in. They kept it for an extra week because they took it up and had it wrapped purple, because that's a white truck, but they purple wrapped it for us. But anyways, everybody has different relationships. And then, people were like, wow, you guys don't even give cards to each other on Valentine's Day? No, we don't, because I'd rather take the $5 and get her something that she really likes. Chocolates are great, but she'll eat 1 or 2 chocolates and she'll be like, do you want these? But that said, I didn't want to get preachy. Hey, Coach. Coach is here. Not to get Coach, I don't know if you were here, but I got my hat. No, Granny did not send it to me. I just picked these up from the printer. So I told you guys, my wife has the same shirt now, so I have a shirt for her, so she knows about that. I was talking about gifts, how we give each other gifts. She's going to freak out when she sees this. She's going to freak out when she sees this, because she doesn't even know yet. She's coming home from work, and she's going to have her own Okies Eden hat. But purple. I mean, and I kept it in the bag. The shirt she knows about, so that's on the back of her easy chair there for when she watches her stories. But she doesn't know about this yet. So I have this setting over there by the chair, kind of out of the way. I'm going to see how long it takes her to notice it tonight. And then sometimes if she comes home and she had a bad day or something, you know, this would definitely pick up her spirits. So I'll wait to see what kind of mood she's in. You know, if she's in a good mood, I'll just say, hey, there's that. But if she's in a bad mood, not a bad mood, but if she's kind of had a long day and tired, I'll kind of just surprise her with it. But anyways, enough said about that. I got shirts and hats. Big deal, Ogie. Get over it. Yeah, gang leader. That's right. Believe it or not, in my last 8 or 9 years, I've dealt with many gang members, actually, up to and including MS-13. So one of the reasons I wanted to do it today was, boom. Shannon, let me catch up here a little bit. Street gang leader has a soft heart. Oh, down the road is here. Down the road, foraging. Foraging said they're going to be sending me some asparagus crowns. I hope they weren't, you know, yanking my chain, because I'm really excited about that. I'm really hoping that they sent me some of those. You know, Natty, I kept a paper here. My wife, she loves bandanas. Her and her dad, she's her dad's daughter all day long. We used to hay when we threw hay, because they did hay because they had a farm. And we used to hay. They had bandanas all the time. Because my father-in-law, I don't care if I'm sweating, it just runs down, I don't care. They don't like sweat in their eyes and on their forehead, so they always wore bandanas. Even my wife, she'll have a bandana. So that's a good idea, Natty. Thank you for that. Bandanas with the logo. I didn't even think of that. Thank you for that. That's awesome. See, that's why we keep Natty around. Natty has ideas. And she kicks people to the curb when they're being a troll. See you later, Blonde. Heading east. Wagons east. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. Foraging, are you for real? Whew, Chicken in the Woods is here. Okay, so somebody who asked me what I was growing. What are we planting? Okay, so foraging and urban farming, Hermit House, sent me a package of asparagus root crowns. So I'm excited because I was going to plant my asparagus the last week of February, first couple days of March. Anyways, what I have is, I have 1, 2, 3, 4 planters, and I gotta thank Shannon from Us and Our Bunch. Her and her, Erin were doing this the other night, and then she did a live or a premiere I was on the other night when she was planting more stuff, or putting them in and out of what she was working on the plantings. And I said, you know what? I'm ahead of most people with my outdoor garden, but I am woefully behind on my indoor stuff. So I said, you know what? Let me get some stuff going. So what I'm starting first with, these are 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So I got 40 planters. They're in sections of 10s. So each one has 2 by 5. So I have 4 of them. I have 40 things I can plant. So first and foremost, in the first 5, Mural from Hearth and Home sent me the orca seeds, I call them. I didn't soak these. Some say to soak them, some say not to. I've tried it both ways. Unsuccessful both ways. So, my orca seeds. They're actual roots from asparagus, not crowns per se, just pulled through nice and, oh, nice. Oh, I will. I'll do it quick. As soon as I get them, I'll probably put them in, like I do with the crowns. I'll put them in, soak them in warm water for about a half an hour to kind of prep them, and then it makes them loose. So these have a hard shell. I've never grown these before. I've only had one so far. Have you tried the snail roll starting? I have not. I should. So I'm just going to poke these in the ground, in the soil here, a little bit. I'm not going to show this on camera. I'm just going to do it as I'm talking, if that's okay. I hope that's okay. I'm not going to fill all 40 of these with any with all the seeds. I'm only gonna plant a few seeds. I'm gonna stagger them a little bit. And then I'll just tamp them down. And then I actually have in my, well, this is another funny story. Oki has a lot of funny stories because Oki does a lot of dumb things. I wanted to clean, I have a little spray bottle that I use for misting plants, and when I start the plants I can squirt a little water in there. You can see the bottom is bulged so it doesn't sit right. That's because I decided one day that I wanted to clean it out, so I put boiling water in it and I shook it up, and then I just released the pressure, but I laid it down. Well, it bulged the bottom out. So what I did was I emptied it out, I put more water in it, then I pushed it down hard onto the table to get it flatter, so it worked a little bit. This here is just plain old water, filtered water. Comments be disappearing left and right. A lot of people like me are concerned. Yeah, I saw that. And then YouTube had a thing the other day we were going to talk about here shortly. YouTube went down the other night. So this has nutrients in it. I don't usually use commercial fertilizers, but it's just the nutrients they sent me with the hydroponics. I had a little bit left. I got 2 new bottles, but I only had a little bit left in each. So I was going to use this for these plants. So I'm just going to wet the area. So I planted 5. And then what these will do is these will go back in the grow light in my laundry room. And I'm actually learning that I need to label things. I don't know if anybody else is like me, but I'll plant stuff in the garden and I'll be like, I'll just put a stick there. I know it's in a straight line. I won't put a stick at the other end. And then I won't know what I have until it all comes up. It's just, that's just me. So these are Calypso. So I'm just gonna write Calypso on some masking tape, like a little flag. And then I say, I claim these Calypso seeds in the name of Oki's Eden. There. And they're a bean of some sort. So those are from Mural, from Hearth and Home. So there's the first one. Next up is, where did they go? Yeah, there they are. Misty. Come on now. Misty from Down Home Misty Style. I'm sure you all know Misty. She sent me these yellow monster bloom marigold seeds. I'm gonna plant some next to them from Shannon, from Us and Our Bunch. I don't know what Shannon's are, if they're the same type, but these are supposedly 2nd generation. But she wrote on there monster blooms. So I don't know if, I don't know. All I know is marigolds were my mom's favorite plant. So that's why I try to put them in my garden each year. Kind of just, it helps me, I mean, I don't forget my mom. My mom is my mom, was my mom. But, you know, when you see a plant, you know, you think back to when she was watering them, or, you know, she talked to her plants, and she was a nice woman. She really was. She was a good mother. And I'll put one of those in there. And I'm just planting these in rows of 5. I'm not going to plant any more than that, because if they do come up, I don't know where that seed went. So one probably fell in the dirt. I don't know if you guys all saw the post yet or not, but my post for tonight is my dog, our rescue dog. She's something. There's one word, it's like, makes her just freak out. And if you say it, even if you say it by mistake, and you're talking about something else, she hears that word, and it's on like Donkey Kong. So thank you, Misty from Down Home Misty Style. Those are planted. Let me shoot them up here with a little bit of my water with a nutrient mix in it. Like I said, it's the same nutrient mix in the hydroponics, so I'm assuming it'll do well with this anyways. Okay, let me see. What have I missed? What have I missed? Kay has 5 kids. How you doing? Good to see you, Kay. It is not walk. But it's just a 10-second video tonight of her going bananas. I mean, she gets really not aggressive like she's going to bite you, but she'll run at you. She'll see her jump up at the camera. And let's see. So next to the, oh, hold on. Oki's getting ahead of himself again. He's not labeling. I just planted the Calypso seeds in my little planter thing here, Merle, sorry. And these are from, these are marigolds from Misty. I'm hoping these come up because when Misty told me they were giant bloom, that kind of had me intrigued. Oh, hold on. I claim these giant bloom marigolds in the name of Oki's Eden. All right, next up to bat is us and our bunch. These aren't the only seeds they sent me. These are what I'm just planting today. So I have other stuff. I have sunflower seeds from us and our bunch. Misty sent me some winter squash and butternut squash, I do believe. And then Shannon thinks I'm trying to repopulate the earth, I think. She thinks I'm trying to repopulate the earth. She gave me bags of these things. I mean, there's probably 1,000 seeds in these bags. But I'm not complaining. I'm just kind of joking around. So let me do this. Let me, oops, I almost made a mistake. Imagine that. Planting 5 of these. And then I got a couple from, I'm really interested in growing. I'm hoping they come up good. And then I'll try to plant more of them. And I'll go over that in a second. They are from Hardknack Farms. Wendy from Hardknack Farms. You know, when I first, to be completely honest, when I first saw Wendy's channel, Hardknack Farms, when I located it on YouTube, all I could think of was from the musical Annie. It's a hard knack life. That's all I could think of. Every time I see her channel, it says, it's a hard knack life. That song, remember Annie sang that? Yes, I've seen Annie. Annie's actually a pretty good movie. NYC, that's a really cool song. All right. Well, Shannon, the race is on between you and Misty as far as this is us and our bunch. And this is marigolds. Okay. Anybody else planting marigolds in the chat? Anybody else planting flowers? Was obsessed with that movie. Yeah, my youngest sibling, but my youngest sister, she would love that. My wife likes the movie. I like the movie. You know. Oh my goodness, seeds in abundance. You are correct, Natty. Like I said, she sent me sunflower seeds. I was excited when she told me that because my daughter-in-law, from what I understand, her favorite flower, one of her favorite flowers is sunflowers. And so I'm excited that we can try to plant those for her. And they're going to be right up against the fence. I'll be able to see them from my window. Okay. This is from Broke But Bountifully Blessed. This is Carol. I think everybody knows Carol. She's done a lot with the micro dwarf stuff. And she sent me Morning Glory. Now, I honestly don't even, excuse me, know what Morning Glories look like. I'm gonna have to look it up. But thank you very much, Carol. Carol sent me a bunch of seeds, and she's more than willing to send you seeds. If you just go on there, just email her, and she does seed giveaways and stuff. Go check her channel out. She'll send you whatever, you know, whatever's hers is yours usually. So these are gonna be Morning Glories. Yes, I do vegetables. I mainly do vegetables. That is correct. But nice dark seed, pretty decent sized seed. But last year with the pumpkins, very successful year as far as bees, and it didn't start out so much, but once those, once the blooms came out on the pumpkins, some of those blooms, you know, you'll get 3 or 4 bees in them. They're 6 inches in diameter. So Morning Glories are in the dirt. Now, who knows? Maybe some of these won't even come up. I don't know. I'm not really good at seed starting. Never was. I can go outside and throw stuff on top of the dirt and it'll grow. But for some reason, inside does not like me. Well, a lot of things and people don't like me. I mean, I need to stop being so edgy and rude, and I need to be kinder, gentler. I need to be a kinder, gentler Okie. Okay. Did you really? Good grief. All right, now you're just showing off foraging. They're vining flowers. Okay. Well, that's cool. Are they perennial or annuals? Hey, create and relate. Because I'm not big on planting flowers, because I don't do flowers. But this year, because of bees and stuff, I want to get the bees and the butterflies in here. So these were, what were these? Morning Glories? Morning Glory. And this is from Carol. Carol with an E. And there's my little flag. I claim these Morning Glory flowers for Okie's Eden. So there we go. I have 20 seeds planted. And then what I'm going to do after the show is Wendy from Hardknack Farms. I'm really excited about these because I just want to see how they do. And I'm going to plant more, but I'm going to just do 5 of each. She sent me this real Italian chicory. If that's how you say it, is it chicory or chicory? I don't know. And she sent me Italian Classico basil from Italy. And I'm going to plant those in a few minutes. But I just wanted to do a few things on camera. Tomorrow, if you remember, sometime between 4 and 6, I'll announce it more tomorrow, but I'm doing the Grow Your Garden, the YouTube Garden Live. I have a couple topics. I know JPG or JGP, whatever, was just mentioning some of the things, but there's been a lot of weird things with the YouTube platform lately, and I've been looking at some of it, and some of it's really, really interesting. And it answers a lot of questions, what I found out. So, all right, let's see here. Let me just pull my computer here closer. Wow, why am I scowling? Smile. Smile, Okie. You're on YouTube camera. Who remembers Candid Camera? Who remembers that show? Oh, gotta fix the bill. That's what the duck said when it went in to buy the lipstick. It told the attendant there, paid for it, now put it on my bill. Candid Camera. Put the bill in a glass. Oh yeah, that's a good idea. Look at Shannon. Shannon knows cooking. Shannon knows cleaning. Shannon knows refurbishing kitchens and bathrooms. She knows gardening, and she knows how to bend the bill on a cap properly. She is something, I'll tell you what. Shannon from us and our bunch. I'm excited to see the, I'm really excited because I've always wanted to grow sunflowers. I just never have. So I'm excited about the growing the, come on, Jason. Thank you for everybody for watching the tiller thing there I had. I got that tiller. I used it a little bit this morning, and then I'm going to use it more tomorrow and Saturday and do some more filming with it. It's really nice. I enjoy it. It's a lot of fun. It is definitely made for pre-tilled soil. Like if you have a garden, you've tilled it for multiple years. Once it goes to sod, it will do it. I tore up sod out here with it. I didn't put that on camera, but it tore it up. I had to go one way and then go the other way, and it tore it up really well. I'm real happy with it. And what's funny about that was, like I said, that just happened out of the blue. I got an email one day, and what was funny was I got an email from this company, and it said, "Hey, we have this Doberman," and it had a real email and stuff, and it went blah 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 legality things, and I'm like, well, I don't understand this. I barely passed high school. Now you're asking me to read legalities? No, pass. So anyways, I just copy and pasted it, took it over to ChatGPT and to Gemini, and both of them, I posed the same question. Does this seem like a scam? They both came back almost identical. And it said, I don't think it's a scam. They didn't ask for you to call in with a code. They didn't ask for your phone number. They didn't ask for any down payment. They didn't, they didn't offer you any money, but they said the unit's gonna be yours to keep, blah, blah, blah. So I didn't get paid for it. They gave me the unit. And so I put that in, and they both came right back and said, hey, here's how I would respond. I liked the ChatGPT seemed more professional and more legalese to it, like it understood better. So I just sent that back. Next morning, I had an email from the company. That sounds great. That sounds really good. We still want to do this though. Can you do it so it's unwatermarked, no watermark, and make it so we want to be able to edit it and blah, blah, blah. And I went back, and then ChatGPT gave me 2 more options. I just chose one because I'm like, if they want to send me a unit and I have creative freedom to say what I want about it, and that's what I told them. If I don't like it, I'm going to say I don't like it. And I'm going to give reasons what I don't like about it. And that was an honest review. I've never used a corded one, but it kicks the butt of my little Ryobi one. The Ryobi thing's going to be nice now just for like little jobs in between rows and stuff. This thing's going to be what I'm going to use all the time. And I'll tell you what, I don't have to worry about the gas. Like I said in the video, I don't have to worry about the gas and the smells and all that. You did the same thing with your gift collaboration. That's awesome. Yeah, ChatGPT it's got a lot of good points to it. And then after 3 or 4 iterations of these emails, I was telling my wife, I said, this is going to be a scam. By the time it's all said and done, that's cool, foraging. Oh my goodness, that's awesome, Angel. Yeah, it does some really good things. And then what the company said was, thank you very much for your time. We appreciate, your honesty and blah, blah, blah. Yes, you have creative leeway, say what you want. And all I said was, would you please do an unboxing, an assembly, read the technical portion, show a couple close-ups, show you pushing it in the dirt, and then just give your honest review of it. And then it's all creative freedom for you. You can say, do what you want. So I worked a couple days trying to script it out. It was late getting here. It was supposed to be here Saturday, and it didn't get here till Tuesday. But anyways, when the letter came back, they sent me an email back and it said, yeah, you're good to go. Here's the tracking number for FedEx. And I'm like, okay, they gave me a tracking number, so maybe it's not, because I'm skeptical on stuff like that. So I went into FedEx tracking, popped that number in there, and it said, boom, it's leaving Fontana, California. It's getting boxed. The label's been printed. Because whatever company it was, just like UPS has that thing where they can print, you go in, you print the label from the company, and it just prints it on your printer. So they knew that they printed the label. And it said you should see it in a few days. And they actually gave me the tracking day, the day it would arrive would be Saturday. And then they ended up getting it misplaced somewhere or something, I don't know. But then when it wasn't here Saturday, I'm like, yep, I knew it was a scam, supposed to be here today, and now it's not. You know, it was a big joke. That's cool, foraging, yep. And they sent it to me. I couldn't believe it. I did it, and I emailed them the video, and I sent them the next day, saying, hey, I just emailed, please let me know what you think, or if you're gonna use it. Now, I'm just waiting to see. ChatGPT says it usually takes a couple weeks for them because they show it to their editing team, their video team. Management looks at it, looks at any legalities and blah, 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 and then they see if it's worth being used or not. So they may not use it, but at this point it doesn't matter. I gave it my honest review to my best of my abilities. I like the unit, I'm gonna use it. And what I wanted to tell people was, they said if they liked the review, that they're going to, they have more stuff, because they know I have a wood shop. They've been watching my channel, I guess. So they know I have a wood shop. They know I have the homestead, the garden, the cooking stuff. They have a bunch of different, they have wood shop stuff, they have gardening stuff. And they said if they like it and they like my style of videoing, that they will look forward to doing stuff in the future. So the way I look at it is, if I get something given to me and I try it, and it's something I already have, if one of my kids don't need it, if it's something I can ship easily, I think I would use it, do a review on it, and then that would go into a drawing, and then somebody from my channel would win if they wanted. I would tell people what it was. I would have everybody, I'd do a live and have people either put a thumbs up and I'll write their name down, blah, 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 or they can email me for a chance at a drawing, and I'll throw all their names in a hat. And then I'm thinking I'd have my one grandson I babysit. I think I'd let him put his hand in a hat someday and pull out who's the winner. So that way you're gonna get something that could be anywhere from $50 to $100. It'd be a great gift. It could be a skill saw. It could be a chop saw. It could be something, it's gotta be something that doesn't cost me too much to ship it to you, you know what I mean? But if it's something smaller, I'd love to gift that to somebody on my channel. That'd be so cool, because it'd be a brand new unit. But hey, habitual hobbies. So I hope everybody thinks that's a good idea. My other thing, I think I told you guys, up the road, about 2 or 3 miles from me, is a nursery, is a garden nursery. When we had our tornado in April of 24, it took out the grocery store. She already had a little nursery up here, so we have farmers up here, and so she buys their stuff from the farmers. She puts it at her stand, plus she sells trees and bushes and seedlings and everything else. So, really nice lady. I'm in talks with her to interview her because she's just up the road from me. I want to do a live interview with her, so you guys can see. She's on YouTube, but she's not active on YouTube. She started a YouTube channel years ago, and she would be very successful at YouTube because she's got that. She's older than me, but she's real spunky. She's really like go, 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 And she's just, her family's a really nice family. And she's always been good to me and my family as far as getting, prices and stuff. And oh, thank you, Southern. Yeah, the flagstones. That's my era. I remembered it was something with an F. It took me a while. But when you said, as soon as you said, because I had forgotten it, because I think it was only 1 or 2 shows, they were called the Flagstones. And then they changed it to the Flintstones. I can't remember how many episodes of the Flintstones before they changed it. But I remember, because I've seen all the episodes, and I remember the Flagstones. And it took me a minute, but then I'm like thinking of different stones, and I'm like Flintstones, you know, whatever. And then finally, Flagstones. But anyways, she's up the road here, and she's got a really successful little garden stand going. She does sell vegetables and fruits out of it. That's where I got my apple trees out here. I bought them from her. Really? You don't remember that? Yeah. Well, I liked cartoons. I liked the Flintstones. I loved the Jetsons. I loved Space Ghost. Oh my goodness, what were some of the other ones? Tom and Jerry. I loved, you know, Bugs Bunny and those guys. But Foghorn Leghorn's one of my best. Anyways, so she has a nursery. So hopefully, this spring, hopefully in a couple weeks, we'll do an interview up there. Denise is her name. And what I'll do is I'll get, when I get her okay to do it, we'll do a live stream. And then if she wants me to share, I don't know if she wants her YouTube channel active again or not. I would check that. And then what I'd do is I would give you her YouTube name. And somehow I just signed out of my computer. I don't know how I did it. I hit a button or something. But anyways, so I'm going to do that. You guys saw me plant my taters in the tower. I'm building another tower, hopefully maybe tomorrow or Tuesday, I mean, in the live I do at the garden, because I want to do that in the garden. Fred and Barney Winston. Yes, they did cigarettes. Yes, they did. I'm doing mostly russets this year in the garden. I want to get my 200 pounds of potatoes is my goal. I already have 8 planted in the tower. The other tower, because the russets are indeterminate, so they will grow up and out. Yukon Golds are determinate. They'll grow kind of sideways horizontally. So that's why you don't have to keep hilling. You don't hill Yukon Gold potatoes. They just grow, you know, sideways. So you can, oh, thank you, Todd. I just picked it up an hour or two ago. And then the second tower is going to have a couple layers of the Yukon Golds. And then what I'm going to do is I'm trying to find them. I should have got them last year. They're called rocket potatoes. They're one of the fastest growing potatoes. They grow 90 days or under, where russets can be 120. Yukon Golds and baby reds can be 100, 105. Rocket potatoes are supposed to go to maturity for picking or digging up or whatever in 90 days or less. So I'm going to see how that works, and I want to try a bunch of those because I would love to really try some of those. Well, you know, YouTube is going to be YouTube. I mean, they're the business, you know, it's like working for any company. Really, we're working for YouTube. We really are. If you're going for monetization, you're working for a company. I worked for the same company for 30 years. Some of the stuff I hated, but it was some of the stuff you have to deal with every day. You know, you have to learn to do a workaround or just accept it or whatever, or find another job are your options, you know. And research it, you know, you gotta, research is so much easier. Even in 2026, research is so much easier now than it even was in 25. With ChatGPT and with Gemini, and just Google and Reddit. People are on there on Reddit all the time. You gotta be careful with Reddit stuff because you know you don't know what people are messing around or joking with you or something, because they do that. But you know, YouTube is the platform. TikTok is the platform. They can do what they want. If you want to get monetized on there, you have to honor That's why we all signed that agreement. I know that doesn't sound, that's not sweet sounding, but it's just literally, you got to work at it. I mean, there's things I can't stand that happened to me during my YouTube run here. But it's just one of those things like anything in life. I didn't like things about school. But when you go to school, guess what? You have to have so many credits to pass high school. If you don't pass high school. It's just the way it is. I didn't like that. I thought I should have one credit, and that was lunch. And I should be able to, graduate. High school said you needed like 20 or 21 credits to graduate. If they even do credits anymore. I don't know, does high school do credits? But anyways, so potatoes. I don't know what everybody else's weather is, but we're supposed to have like 40-degree weather starting next week at night. During the day, it's supposed to 65 to 75. And yeah, I'm sure, I think I did too, Todd. But what's the temperature like where you're at? JGP, that just sounds like the other day, YouTube shut down. I forget, it was worldwide. It was just shutting down. And I don't know how long it's been happening for, but I haven't seen that yet. Snow, oh, chick in the woods. Natty Homemaker, more, yeah, Natty, you don't need any more snow. Kay, good point. Kay, that's a good point. The shadow banning, yes. That's why when I talk on Fridays, when I talk about connecting with somebody, make sure it's a genuine, organic connection. Make sure, be like it's like somebody that you want to watch. Just to sub to somebody, if you sub to them and they sub back, AI is so privy to, I mean, it's so smart now with that kind of stuff. It knows, if you're just going in and hitting subscribe because somebody says, hey, I subbed, and you sub back, YouTube will shadow ban you. That's happened to me twice early on. I didn't know any better until I learned. But you can't do sub for sub. If you do, what you need to do is go find somebody you really want to follow and then actually put it in the search bar. So it's an organic search. Go watch a couple of the shorts. And I've learned from AI, they said to make sure that you subscribe to them from inside the video. Don't go to their main page and subscribe. They said YouTube considers it more organic if you subscribe inside the video because it's a video you're watching that you seem to like, so you subscribed. Makes sense. So yeah, Kay, very good point. You can be shadow banned, yes. But our weather is it's almost 80 degrees today. It's so warm out there. It's supposed to be 75 the rest of the weekend, I believe, and then 65, 70 next week, but 40s at night. And I'll just watch it really close. Hey Pam, how you doing? And then I'll cover the potatoes if I need to, but they'll survive. If I got potatoes growing into January, they gave me a small harvest, planting potatoes in February in this kind of warm weather. No problem, create and relate. That's not a problem at all. And yes, Natty, correct. Yes, Natty makes a good point. Delete channels that are not active. Gulfport, Mississippi. Isn't that right near Biloxi? Because we drove through there and stopped, I think, at the beach there. 2 years ago when we drove up from Florida, came back to Oklahoma. Yes, Todd, very much so. Habitual Hobby says, I'm going to do a small giveaway when I hit 2,500 subs, not too far away. Okay, Habitual Hobbies, go check out my email and just send me whatever you're going to give away, and just send it to me and I'll make sure it's okay to, as a giveaway gift. You can just send it to me and I'll let you know what I think about it. Kenny Stabler, the snake. Yep, Kenny Stabler. Anyways, yeah, it's gonna be 70s and stuff here, so, but thanks everybody for being here. I'm gonna go get these covered up in the back, put them under the light. Hopefully these plants will take off in a couple days and become seedlings, and then hopefully I can get them outside here. Thank you, Habitual Hobbies. Make sure you run it by me, that's right. Thanks for everybody for being here. I appreciate everybody's support. Tomorrow, between 4 and 6, I'll make an announcement tomorrow. There's a family thing I might have to work around, but I'm still gonna do my Friday YouTube garden grow and talk about 2 other channels, and we'll go over some pertinent items that are happening in Facebook, on YouTube platform right now, and how we're growing our channels. And I got a couple cool announcements. So if you can just be there for 5 minutes or watch it later, that's fine. If you know somebody that is new to your channel and they're trying to grow, bring them along, let them see the community, and see if there's somebody they want to connect with genuinely and make, you know, solid connections. And that's what it's all about. If we're going to grow our channels, it's much better to have it done inside of a community. Everybody have a great day. Hopefully I'll have something secured pretty soon so I can gift out hats or shirts or something. And just got to find my supplier, and we'll get her underway. So thank you, everybody. Have a great day. It's almost the weekend. Hang in one more day, and you're home free. Everybody take care.